it's Shelby. Welcome back to the Country Living Homestead. Today I'd like to talk about ducks versus chickens and which one's best for your homestead. So stay tuned. Chickens are not as cold hardy as ducks. Chickens often have large combs and wattles, which make them a lot more susceptible to frostbite in the cold winter temperatures, especially if a lot of humidity is present. As you can see, ducks don't have combs or wattles to worry about freezing in the wintertime, so frostbite has never been an issue for us as far as they're concerned. Their feet have also never been frostbit since we've had them, and we've had some pretty severe cold temperatures here in New York, so they're definitely a lot more cold hardy than the chickens. In fact, they'll even stay outside in a snowstorm and not be bothered by it whatsoever. Another difference that we have found between ducks and chickens: ducks are generally a lot easier to integrate new flock members. With chickens, it's a lot more difficult, and it can take up to a couple of months to successfully integrate new members into the flock. And it usually requires the use of dog crates or some type of fencing or barrier to keep them apart until they get used to the new flock members. We have silver appleyard ducks, and they're generally much more accepting of new flock members, especially baby ducklings. Hey, sweetie. In fact, last year we put 4 ducklings right in the pen with the adult birds, and 2 of the female ducks actually took them on as their own babies and showed them how to lay in the high grass to cool off, and pretty much just showed them how to be a duck. Another thing to be aware of with chickens: roosters can be aggressive and very noisy. In fact, you see that one right there with some of the white tail feathers sticking out? He tries to attack me on the daily. The drakes, on the other hand, are very docile. In fact, they would rather run away from me than try any sort of confrontation. And of course, they don't crow, so they are a lot quieter to have around the homestead than the roosters. Of course, I can't guarantee that you won't get an aggressive drake or that you won't get a very nice rooster. It really depends on the breed and the individual bird. However, we have never had an aggressive drake. Another difference that I have noticed personally between chickens and ducks: chickens are a lot more willing to be handled. They'll let you pick them up, pet them. Ducks, not so much. They would rather you keep that little bit of a distance. They don't really enjoy being pet or picked up or handled. As far as foraging goes, we have found both our chickens and our ducks to be great foragers. However, this could be more dependent on the breed rather than being a chicken versus duck thing. So who's messier? Well, ducks are definitely messier. They need water. In fact, they can't be without water because they could choke on their food. So always make sure you provide them with at least enough water for them to dip their heads in. However, they definitely appreciate a kiddie pool or a pond to swim in if at all possible. So since they do love water and need water, they enjoy splashing in it. They love making a mess. They get everything muddy. So ducks are definitely going to be messier. Chickens, they're going to drink their water, but they don't really enjoy playing in it. So in general, they're just not as messy as ducks. So who eats more, the ducks or the chickens? Well, let's suffice it to say they're both pigs with feathers. But if I had to pick which one ate the most, I would say pound for pound, the ducks probably eat the most food. However, that's going to depend on the breed that you choose for both duck and chicken, and it's going to depend on the amount of foraging that they do to supplement their diet. Both the chickens and the ducks enjoy finding some tasty insects to eat, in addition to greens and weeds. And for the final question, who lays more, chickens or ducks? Well, my chickens definitely lay more eggs. My ducks lay a lot of eggs, about 1 a day, until about September. Then they completely stop laying until spring, where our chickens will go straight through the winter and continue laying. So we're definitely getting more eggs out of our chickens. However, the ducks do lay a larger egg. Thanks so much for stopping by the homestead today, and I hope this helps you in some ways make up your mind which is better for your homestead, ducks or chickens, or maybe both. Have a great day.